Today we are looking at Spaces That Cultivate Joy. Amazing artist. Want to introduce yourself?
I'm Santanna Watson, visual artist, relief sculptor. Hello.
We're going to do a quick tour of his space, but he was telling me that he had a warehouse, art gallery,
Yes.
and you're looking for a bigger building?
Yes, I had an art gallery out on Warner Road. It was a gallery slash Airbnb on the upper area.
Okay.
I ended up selling that building. Kind of needed the funds and to tend to my mom's dementia situation. But at the same time, I'm currently looking for a larger space that I can utilize and be more community impactful and things like that. So it's going to be called the Mindscape Creative Hub, where we're going to be dealing with different artists, different organizations, nonprofits, and seeing what we can do to bring our format to the table and how we all can blend, the uplift and uprise.
That's great. I love that.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, well, you want to give us a little tour of your space?
Yes. So I have a lot of different categories, but they're all kind of spread it right now. As you see, I do very different mediums. I work with all type of mediums and different, I take very different approaches depending on my mood swings. So that's where you get all the scribble scrabble as far as the different styles of art.
That's awesome.
These here are what I call my thin relief sculptures. It's just taking what they used to do way back in the day with the pyramids and things like that, engraving stone, and it lasts an eternity. And I wanted to do that, but with my own idealism and with my own, themes and theories behind the relief sculptures.
Yeah, that's amazing. It looks so cool, and there's so many layers to it. Is this wood? It almost looks like wood here. Oh no.
Yes, so I do them on a wood palette, then I put the joint compound, I kind of smear it on there, not having a plan at first, and then the images start to emerge to me, and I start making sense out of the relief by carving them as I kind of see it in my head. So that's how, and then at that point I detail them, and finally I add a epoxy coating. It depends on which release I'm working
that's so
with.
Cool. And that gives it some texture too, because here I feel the epoxy, but not here.
Yes.
Ah.
So here's another one over here. They all have their own twist, but basically the meanings are kind of related.
Such a beautiful space. It's like we're in like a Coliseum or something. Not the Coliseum, but like, I don't know how. Just the style, I think, from back then with the gold and everything.
These over here, these reliefs over here, I'm currently still finalizing, putting together. So it's two different reliefs. This one is called We Became. It's and this one has jewels, has stones, things of that sort. It's pretty much, it's titled We Became, so it's tapping into the idea of, we've been through so much here in America, but even saying that, we have emerged on many different realms and became at many different tables and conversations. We earned many different titles. We even made it to the White House. So that is the story of We Became, how we evolved as a people into whatever we put our minds to. And this bottom one, I'm closing out here. This is Enter the Mindscape. And it's like a magical picture. It has sandstone back here, covered in epoxy, marble faces. I engraved the clothing, and I just wanted to have a magical feel. The whole idea of Enter the Mindscape is to take us out our primary way of thinking and how we justify our own reality, into kind of taking an extra stretch and thinking deeper about the life process and how we interpret what's going on.
I love that. Absolutely love that.
And with the paintings I have, basically this wall, the one that's hanging, is from a series called Angels, and it's pretty much depicting the angels symbolize the spirits and the ancestors who used to tell us these things and give us guidelines and things like that. How they inspired us. They feel the angels, but can't no one see them. So it's like their conscience talking to them and reminding them of which route to go, not to be so discouraged, and how to overcome and things of that area. So it's basically paintings of inner strength.
Oh, God, I love that.
That's part of the series. All of these are part of the series. I have a few more over here. Yes, the Angel series.
Ooh, wee. It's powerful.
This one here is called Speak It Into Existence. I believe in mind over matter. I think that you can help form your reality based on your way of thinking and your mindset. So if we expand that, the sky's the limit. So I titled this one due to that idea there. And here's a few more. I sold a lot of these, but I'm like, should I let the rest of them go, or should I develop some more first?
I would do prints.
Yes.
Do
yes.
prints. Don't sell the originals. These
Yes,
are
I have
amazing.
so much sitting around though.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
an advocate of
Oh, well, then
originals.
let me know, because I got 2 already, maybe 3, 4 in mind that I want.
Oh, okay. I'll let you
They're
know.
amazing.
These I do. So my art, I don't like getting into it unless it has some type of inspirational or upliftment behind the painting. I don't paint for home decor. I paint for mental, for to uplift.
For the soul, for the spirit.
So this is called Get There. So regardless of what she went through, who she divorced, how bad it seems, she's still determined.
Right. It's
to
almost
overcome.
like blind faith too, almost.
Yes.
But there's guidance there.
Yes, it's guidance. The birds actually
Yeah.
represent the guidance. And it can be cloudy, but at the same time, you got the sunshine. It's a beautiful scenery if she look at it that way. As long as she get there, she'll be okay. And in order to get there, she just have to keep a positive mind frame, a sense of direction, and know where she's going. She let the past work for her, not against her.
Ooh, that's powerful.
And
What about this one here? I'm just curious.
this one here, I believe, I got a list of everything, but I believe this is titled I Hear Angels. And it's just tapping back into the overall idea of the spirits and our ancestors are with us. We have that inner voice, that guidance, and they are willing to take it in and utilize it.
I love that I hear the angels, but you also have them around her eyes, but your ears and your eyes are so connected, your auditory and your vision.
Yes,
Yeah, I love that.
Yes. And this here,
Get the spice, girl. Yes.
this down here is titled Escape the Paradigm. So it's just tapping into, she has 2 different personalities. She feel good, sometimes she feel bad, but she's trying to overcome the smoke of the past. The smoke represents the illmatics, the cousins, the gossip,
Turmoil.
the turmoil. But we set forth to do that and to get away from that, but it try to pull us back. but she's determined to pull her way out of there. So it's a ongoing process. You never actually get there, but it's well worth the try of pulling yourself out of that smoke.
That's awesome. This resonates for me a lot in my life too.
Yes,
I love
yes.
Did you make this by chance or this
No,
decoration?
I collect vases. I
love
started
vases.
designing
I
them myself.
collect vases too.
So these vases here, and I have some back there. They spread it where they were old, rusty,
You made these?
dingy.
Or no, okay.
Yeah, I just painted over them to
Wow,
create my
they're
own look for
beautiful.
'em.
Yeah, no, they're really good. I love this too. The different pieces for the covering. Very
Yes,
creative.
yes. So these here, I do mixed medias where I take a bunch of scrap materials that I never use, and I kind of put them in an order to where it makes sense as a abstract, so to speak. I love doing these because it's a sense of freedom. It's freedom art. It's no rules to it or nothing like that. But this is one of them. I have a lot of them put up in over kin folks' houses and being displayed. But I kept this one just to remind me to keep going with it. I love creating.
This is such a great way to use scrap material because you always have so much, and I don't like being wasteful. I also really like trying to be sustainable as much as possible,
Yes.
and using what I have.
Yes.
I often have to use what I have, and I'd be like, oh, I need this, that, and the third. I go looking around, and I have the stuff.
Yeah.
Or I have something I could utilize.
That's right.
I'm
And
like,
it can end up being some of the best stuff.
So much better, yeah.
So in here, this is still tapping into that idea. Like this, when I tore up an old Renaissance painting that I painted.
Yeah.
And it was just the old Renaissance from when I was in the history of arts at Tri-C. So I decided to tear it up and modernize it. So this is kind of the from the Bible, the story of Adam and Eve. Is called Freedom Quest. And it's just tapping into the idea to where you see you have the science, you have the Genesis boomers, Gen X, millennials. So it's going in an order. You have the cell phone, the Apple, the clock. It's pretty much saying that they wanted to know more. And the book cursed them for wanting to dig in and know more. But with them, it was a strategic approach. They just felt like they were secluded in a place, and there was a lot more to learn and understand about the world other than the garden. And that's what the book said they went wrong, but in their head, they took a leap of faith.
It's often like that in life. Got to go against the grain a little bit.
So with this series, I take old famous paintings from the 1500s, 1600s, and I take those old paintings and I turn them into collages, mixed medias. I try to get the exact look of how they was original. This one has actual real snake skin and things of that sort.
I love that. That's fun.
This is mainly leather. The hair is leather swirls. Everything is material.
How fun! Oh, how fun!
Yes, and I even have the Mona Lisa I'm working on.
Hey, what's she made of? Oh, leather. I love that. Oh, there's a little velvet in there too.
Right. And this is
That almost looked like there was velvet on it.
yeah, these are.
Oh, but you got plaster. Okay.
This whole series is with Picasso, the famous Picasso. You know, he went to Africa and he was inspired by the African mask. So he came back and got famous due to that, because that his style is basically Cubism, but he took the African idea and turned it into his idea. So I took his same images and put them back on our faces.
I love that. Same with this. I like when I see like Black Renaissance art.
Yes.
Makes me
yes.
very happy.
And this is this balloon one below it is titled Flow Freely. She's basically letting go of the stress, the worry, and she decided to go by faith and go by determination. Don't try too hard, don't overdo it, don't burn yourself out, but make progress mentally, financially.
Wow, that's great.
And this one here, this actually have a real wood bench. I took wood strips.
How fun. Yeah, that's so cool.
Yes.
And it goes so well.
And this is titled Serenity. They try to say it's me. I didn't intend on it looking like me.
A little bit. I can see it.
But yeah, I said, okay, I'll run with it. But it's called Serenity. He's basically sitting on that bench in a beautiful surrounding, and he's recuperating, he's recalibrating, and he's letting himself go, coming into emptiness just to be able to jump back into the world and do it all over again.
It's like me, I go in nature and chill for a minute, I'm all right, back to it.
And I got the Biggie Smalls behind that. It's sort of
we got some wood.
yes, that's real wood grain, and I use texture, compound, and acrylics.
Wow.
Then I have something interesting over here. Where with these, instead of drawing a portrait, I write their story.
Wow.
So this is all cursive handwriting, no drawing. And it's pretty much telling a story. I do it for people personally. I do it for, dead family members. I've had people send me their resume. I had people send me their whole history of who they are and what they're doing. Anything that's submitted to me in writing, I can turn it into their portrait.
Wow. The resume is impressive. Interesting, too.
I had a chef. Someone did, her father, he was a chef. Aww. He passed away, so she sent me his recipe book, and that's what I put inside his image. In the image, I try to get the image to look exactly like the person, but instead of it being a drawing, it's a writing.
That is so cool. I've never seen anything like that before. That's amazing. What's this one in the corner? Yeah, what's that?
I'm gonna pull this out. Okay. But this one here is, I'm gonna bring it over here.
I was trying to scan it quick. I said, no, I got to look at that. Wow.
So this is called We the People. And it's a relief sculpture, but it have a lot of phrases on there where I feel maybe some of these words should have been in the Constitution. And it's saying things like, the goal in life is to understand the power of the mind, for you are the creator of your paradigm. You attract whatever you focus on. Try internal validation. Today is the future. The point is not about what you do, it's about why you do it. Visualize, believe, then match the emotions. You are more powerful than you think. The biggest mystery in the world is how the brain functions. So things like that, just phrases just to remind us. Beauty from chaos. And that is my theme behind all of my art, beauty from chaos, because I believe in any given situation, we can dig out the beauty within that chaos. It's always something tucked beneath and tucked under that we can learn from or move forward with learning of and experiencing. So I believe it's beauty within any circumstance that we might face. So I tried to put a lot of those thoughts and ideas into this that's called We the People. So I kind of rewrote the Constitution, but in a short, fun way.
That's awesome. You know what's really funny? I just changed my name on, I think, Pinterest to Chaotic Beauty or something like that, or
Wow.
Beautiful Chaos or something like that, like maybe a few months ago.
Oh wow!
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yes.
So I saw the card. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah, that's my Instagram page, Beautiful Chaos. But my whole thing behind my art and what I do, I explain it as discovering the beauty within the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think it's so important. That's what helped me evolve. That's what got me over a lot of things that could have set me back so far. You know, they see it dark. I try to see it brighter.
Yeah.
And you know, just things like that.
It's necessary, and it's so helpful too to
Yes, it
continue
is.
forward, because they say you where you start isn't where you finish. You know.
That's right.
And what you may, your circumstances don't define you. So it's always a way to create something out of for unexpected circumstances, for sure. And they often strengthen us.
Yeah. And I'm a firm believer that your the universe, your God, they're gonna mirror affect whatever your emotional run is signaling to them.
Absolutely.
You know, so if
Yeah.
you're always mad, frustrated, worried, and all of that, it's probably gonna bring more of that.
Yeah, it does.
But if you kind of upbeat, looking forward, you happy, you're in a good place, you see beauty other than the chaos,
Yeah.
it tends to try to bring more of that and more opportunity.
Exactly.
For you to move
Yeah. It's a
forward.
good way to balance it, because sometimes you're just. Sometimes we frustrated.
Some
We're
people
humans.
say-
We humans. Sometimes
Yeah.
we frustrated. But you know, I find for myself, it helps me balance out a
Yes.
lot to stay more on the positive side.
That's right. Some people say, well, how you know that? Well, I've personally witnessed it. I
Yeah.
tested it in my own life.
There's a lot
you
of
know?
studies nowadays too that show that too.
Right.
A lot of studies out there. You know, they spoke the one where they speak into the water. Have you seen that?
Yes.
And then
how
they
the-
froze it and they looked at the
Yes.
molecules, and the angry negative ones were
Yes.
in all these crazy shapes, but the ones like peace and love and stuff were in these cohesive designs, like sacred
Yes.
geometry and stuff. Some of them look like snowflakes.
Like, right.
Yep.
Depending on the music or the tone.
Yes.
What caught my attention to becoming a universal soul is when it was years ago I did research on a lady. She might have been a Russian or something like that, but they diagnosed her with full-blown cancer. It wasn't no way that she would come back from that. So it started fading away, right? And they had her visiting scientists, different doctors from all around the world. Could nobody understand how did she turn that cancer around like that? She kept explaining to them, well, I just refused to go with that.
Yeah.
I refused to believe it. I told myself that I was healthy and okay and I was going to live many more years. And that's it. I ate it, drank it, slept it, and I walked it. And they wasn't buying that for an answer.
Of course, yeah.
Eventually she stopped letting them do studies on her and stuff, but they were still mystical of how, you know, how did that happen? How did she reverse that level of cancer? And she told people until the day she died what she did. She just put mind over matter, and it actually healed her. When I followed that story, it changed my life. because I said it got to be something bigger,
Yeah.
you know, and I want to tap into whatever that is that she knew. And I sure enough did. It led me to universal law. I studied many other religions. I thought my process was going to go 3 months, and it went probably 10 years to get more aware of how that whole thing worked, right? So it was a very learning, pleasant experience to know that it's something higher and something bigger and more definite, and we have more control over the it more than we know.
Yeah, and we're connected to source. It makes sense
right.
that we can co-create.
That's right. Connected to source. Yep, co-create. I love it. So yeah, that's this is pretty much it. I got so much art put up.
I bet.
Art in other places, other facilities. But,
Like there's storage up there.
Well, no art is up there.
Okay.
But that's like my storage area. But yeah.
Do you care to show us your room?
Oh yeah, come on. Probably have a couple in here too. This is another relief sculpture. You can only see partial.
Yeah, but it's still really
This
cool. I
is-
love how much it comes.
Yeah, this is rulers of
different.
nations. You know, they rule over nations, but for some reason, you know, they live like kings and queens, but the people of those nations are not too fortunate. So they eyes are closed due to that. They can't really look you in the face, but they will be held accountable for how they lead eventually.
Say that. Yeah, absolutely. And that's part of why they can't see when people say, my mind, what that lady was saying, that she healed herself essentially.
Yes.
And she can because they know how powerful the mind is. Same with the sea.
Yes.
The mind and the sea are like two of the
But they
most
don't want to share
unexplored.
that because we won't need them anymore.
Yeah, exactly. When we can tap into all of who we are and what we can do, yeah, that's why they keep us distracted and all that.
That's why they made religious so powerful. I'm a very spiritual person, but I'm not religious.
Same.
This is what's this title? But this title, it's Hidden Gems. So this is, you know,
Oh, beautiful.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Afro-Americans, and it has diamond stone because of the title Hidden Gems. You know, diamonds and gold and all those things, they go through a storm before actually being produced as the pretty diamond. You know, it was fire and it was pressure and it was this and that. So I align that with our black folks because they're people of many different titles, especially here in America. But the thing they can't forget is their descendants of kings and queens. Don't be held captive to the title that you came to America. Some of them chefs, some of them lawyers, some of them mechanics. They just from many different walks, but still, you even more powerful than those titles. So don't get caught up in your title over here. Get more vested into your mindset and the opportunity of growth over here. You know, it's bigger than a title. You are a hidden jewel.
I love
Hidden gem is what I meant. So yeah,
Very cool.
some abstracts.
The lights.
I love black and whites. Go with any decor, any color you can put with them. So I find myself doing many black and white paintings. It's elegant to me in my head, and you can just match it up with any color or any housing scheme.
You really can. I've been noticing that. It's funny. I saw a lady in a black and white outfit the other day, and then she just had on a pop of purple. I was like, that was a cute little smart idea. I like how you did that.
See? Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing me your space and for chatting with us today. You had some really great things to say, so we'll definitely be in touch and we'll talk more. But yeah, thank you so much for showing us your space. Any final words for the people?
Well, thank you for coming by, giving me some time and showing my work. I really appreciate that. Anybody who have an interest in art, you got one up on them.
Awesome.
Yes, very appreciative.
Awesome. We're out.
Bye bye.